So let's go ahead and take a first look at Sid Meier's Starships. Now this is within the same universe of Civilization Beyond Earth, however it's really got that XCOM-y feel to it, except, you know, obviously you're playing with some starships. So let's go ahead and take a first look at it. So let's go ahead and start up a new game here. Now, if you're used to Civilization Beyond Earth, you will see some very familiar faces. Once again, we can choose between any of the 8 leaders from Beyond Earth, as well as the affinity system has also come back, and obviously each affinity provides its own ability. Now, it's not necessarily the way Beyond Earth worked, where, you know, the affinity system kind of really came into play towards the end of the game, kind of the mid to end of the game. This is kind of one of those, all the abilities from the affinities come immediately. For the purity, we get double the resource reward for completing missions. For harmony, we get half the repair cost for our starships, or I guess our ships in general. And then for the supremacy, we get a random wonder from the start of the game. So those are kind of immediate little bonuses we get between the affinities. And as you can see, all the leaders stay the same. We don't have like, we have 8 leaders, and they just, you know, whatever path. If you were into the Beyond Earth lore, you will see that it kind of matches whatever path specifically these humans and these civilizations took when going into the future. So I guess we'll go ahead and start off with harmony. I do like having that half the cost of repairing my ships. That's beautiful. And I'll go ahead and choose Bolivar because he is going to start me off with an additional starship. That's pretty nice. And, you know, obviously we all know that each leader is going to have its own unique ability specific to them. So I guess we'll start off in moderate difficulty. We'll go map size medium, and I'll go down to opponents of 3. All the victory types will be on, and yes, this is just like a little tutorial window. So we start off in our home world, and now the point of this game is to, well, at least the point of the game is to win, obviously, but the point of this game is to try to, well, in the beginning at least, is to try to control all of these planets around us. You want to try to control as much territory as you can, and then obviously you're probably going to have to break out into war. There are other ways to win, but obviously if you want to domination victory, I know that you need to go for 51%. If you own 51% of the map, then you win. There's also a wonder victory. You know, builds wonders. There's a population victory. You know, I'm guessing, you know, you focus on food and try to get as much cities built within each planet. And then finally, I am blanking on the 4th city, of course. I'm sorry, the 4th victory, of course. Domination, population. Oh, science, of course. Yeah, science. So what you want to do is you want to control all of these planets. Now, all these planets aren't under anybody's control. If they were, we would see just like us these little borders around them. So we can go to any single one of these. Now, this is dark matter. Dark matter provides us a battle card, and I'll get into that within the, I guess, the whole combat mechanic of the game. But we go here for no reason, just to get up this battle card. We'll save that for later. We're not going to do that for now. So yeah, so each planet, depending on which planet we decide to venture off and go to, I think they're actually solar systems. They might be within their own solar system. Not 100% on that, but each planet is going to offer us a mission. They're going to have, I don't know, just kind of an XCOM feel. They're going to say either destroy some space pirates, or take out this like crazy general guy, this crazy admiral that went off with our starship, or I don't know. Don't let the evil bad guys run away. So we complete these missions, and then we get influence bars with each planet. Now you need 4 influence bars to kind of rotate around the planet in order for it to become a part of your own, I don't want to say civilization, but I really can't think of anything else. Faction, I guess. And then we're going to get the bonuses from that specific planet. Now, each specific planet has different biomes. They have different abilities. They're going to offer us different things for completing their missions. So there is a pretty big variety of choices here that we can choose from. And the stats here, you know, our home planet, I think, automatically starts us off with 100 food, 100 science, 100 production, and 100 energy. So there are a few things that we have to do before we can just jump into this. But actually, you know what? I'll go ahead because it's only the first turn. We'll deal with the science system and the market and everything else, how to upgrade. Well, we're going to upgrade our starships, but let's go ahead and pick a mission first. Let's go ahead and venture off and try to get our first planet within our control. So what do we got here? What are you going to offer us? And I'm kind of looking for some easier missions. There is certain missions that they will let you know that you know, some of these missions might be really difficult. Sometimes they're a little bit easier. Complete the deep space encounter. You will reward 200 energy for this and 2 influence points. So depending on the mission, they also give you different influence points. If there's a 3 influence point mission, we should go for that one. They're all going to give us 2. Let's go ahead and just start off with one that we really like, because, as I said, each planet is going to provide something different. As you can see, these 300 credits, that's going to go directly to my own starships to be able to upgrade and do whatever I want with that. This is going to offer us science. We've got 300 food here. Let's go ahead with the food. Not a big fan of energy. I do like credits though. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna go with the credits. I like to upgrade my starships, and let's just go venture off this way. So the first thing we get to do is we I guess travel over towards this solar system or this planet or whatever it is. We continue. Now we're gonna have to go fight some baddies, just like XCOM. It's exactly like XCOM. Now before we get to jump into it, we can decide if we actually want to do this. If we don't actually want to do this, like we might see that, oh my gosh, we can choose this option. Tell me more about the enemy vessels. So yeah, this is nothing. Yeah, this is gonna be so super easy. We actually 63% chance of succeeding. It might not be as easy as we think, but these guys don't look like much. We can exactly see what we're gonna go up against. That seems fine. I could provide some advice. There's a few things we can do. We could decide to leave this mission if we don't feel like our own starships are able to I guess, get up to the challenge. But before we do that, we've got to build and repair our own starships. Now, this is going to be a very interesting part in the game. So you start off with 3 automatic. Actually, no, you start off with 2. I forgot that on Bolivar, so I have an additional starship. So we definitely need to kind of choose different things. We have 1,000 credits right now. 1,000 energy. Yes, I believe. I can't even remember the system. Energy, yeah, energy resources, I guess, whatever. So what we can do is we can place this within any single, I guess, category. Yeah, so here are all the starships. We have our health system. We have our speed. Now, and you can really play this game a lot of different ways. There are plenty of different ways you can go about playing this game. A bunch of different strategies. Torpedoes are good. I do like being able to have a lot of movement. You can place a bunch of fighters out, and let's go ahead and just start off with going with raw power. Actually, you know what? I'm going to start off with movement. Movement is actually really good. So I'm going to upgrade these guys. Yeah, I'll have one guy upgrade to 3, and then we'll go 1 stealth for one of the slower starships. Okay, let's go ahead and jump right into this. Boom. So our mission is to eliminate the stealth fighters and swarm. So they are stealth fighters. We're going to have to come within their range in order to find them. Because they're probably going to go into stealth mode right now. Oh yeah, they've got a pretty wide range. As you can see, that little purple bar is their range. So as long as we go within that purple bar, we're going to be able to see them, and it won't be that big of an issue. There is an ability where you can unleash a little sensor to be able to find. I mean, depending on how much you've upgraded that sort of that ability in your starship, you'll have a pretty big range of finding the stealth fighters. Now, this is just only one sort of mission. There are plenty of different missions. There's way more missions. You have to think XCOM here. There are way other things. Like sometimes they just ask you to fight a pirate. Sometimes it's to ask you to like destroy a cargo ship that's trying to enter one of these like transport portals or whatever. These are black holes as well. That's going to transfer us all throughout a different way of the map. Again, XCOM, baby. I want to throw that in your face so many times because that's what this is. You want to kind of look for cover. You want to hide behind asteroids, and obviously the closer you get, the more damage you're going to be able to do. So we can fight with torpedoes. We have torpedoes, and then we have just a regular old laser shot or a cannon shot. Let me try to fight first with the furthest starships. And again, it's all about strategy, which and order you choose between. So I can choose a torpedo. Now these torpedoes, what they do is they don't attack this turn, but I launch them, and then next turn I have like an option to detonate them or have them continue off. As you can see, that number 2 shows it will get to that tile on the second turn, and then the third turn that tile. So you have to kind of anticipate where you think the enemy is going to go with this option, but if you land it, oh, it's huge. Oh, it is huge. And obviously, different ways, different things, like wonders, technologies, obviously if you upgrade them, is going to make this mechanic, this specific mechanic to, like, torpedoes get better and better as we fight more and more rougher enemies, more rough enemies. So this guy's a little bit too far away, so what I'm going to do with him, we also have a fighter mechanic, so I can unleash some fighters. The only problem with fighters is that I'll go ahead and do it just for the sake of things, because I don't think that we're going to be in too much trouble here with this mission. So I can't really attack with fighters right away. That's the only problem. But these guys provide a little bit of extra coverage here. I mean, they're not as strong as starships, but I mean, they do help. They really do. If you unleash a bunch of fighters, it can definitely confuse the AI and the enemy, and it could be pretty good for you. So I'm just gonna go ahead, balls deep right now. We're gonna go straight in, and we're just gonna have our regular fire weapon straight up in there. Again, it shows you the amount of damage, and you can see in the bottom bar right here, this is actually the health of my own starship, but I can look at the enemy. He's only got 15 health, so this is not going to go so good for the enemy. And as you can see, you know, you're going to see these little quick animations. I like them, I guess. You know, I probably should have attacked the one that's further away, but it doesn't matter because this little guy has 50 health as well. And boom, they're dead. It's as easy as that. Now, like I said, this is a very, very easy mission. We got lucky. We could have chosen a much harder mission, and as you can see, we get different points. I mean, depending on how awesome, how great our mission went, and stuff like that. So boom, we have now 2 influence points with this planet, and we can decide to what I could do. And here's the thing. This is how the game kind of tries to get you to stop. You get fatigue. Your crew gets fatigue the longer you stay out and the longer you don't press next turn. So it's very, very important that you're careful, because let's say that I'm down to maybe 1 green head here. I assume they're green heads. What else can I say? Let's say we get down to 1 green head here. They're not going to fight as well. So that's something to keep in mind. You don't necessarily want to go in and fight a very difficult mission with only, you know, 1 crew member that's still not fatigued. As soon as every single crew member is in the red, you have to end your turn, and that's why by pressing the shore leave button here. So who have we met? We've met the Alliance homeworld. We cannot see them in the diplomacy screen. Now, before I go any further, now that I've gotten a little piece of the way that the game works, the mechanic of that whole thing, let me go ahead and look at my technology. Now, technologies here are going to offer us different sort of upgrades. I guess different possibilities for when we upgrade our starships. I guess like stronger ability for the torpedo, which I really like this one. 25% to damage caused by torpedo detonation. I really like this one. And we start off with 1,000 science off the bat. Now we can choose a couple. Now I could go for 2 quick research. Now it doesn't look like a lot. It doesn't look like a lot, but you got to remember that there's bars here. So every time we click on this, we're going to get 1 bar, and then it's going to get better and better and better the more we invest in this particular research. In terms of this example, would be thermal compression. I think I will do that. I'm a big fan of the torpedoes, but is there anything else that could work? 25% damage absorbed by shields. I enjoy that as well. Fighters getting random modules. Let's go ahead and go for the torpedoes. I like the torpedoes, and I guess we might as well do this one as well. 25% of effectiveness of sensors. Cool. The sensors aren't that good. But as you can see, the bar here has started off at 1, and we can get, I believe it's 5. I'm not 100%. My eyes are really, really bad. So again, like I said from the very beginning, we can go and visit this dark matter. It's going to give us a battle card. I haven't jumped into the battle cards, but just kind of assume that they're like this special thing that you can do. They are a special thing that you can do during a battle phase, whether it's like attack at double the strength or something like that. Be able to move a little bit further, like 3 extra tiles further. I can go and attack. Actually, I don't know if I can exactly go and attack right now, but what we're trying to do is get as many planets within under our control as we can. Then we'll worry about war with other factions later on. So what the AI does is just kind of jumps around towards a bunch of different planets, and that's what we try to do. You don't want to just go and complete a mission in 1 turn and then end it. We want to try to get as many influence bars up as we can within 1 turn without, you know, getting as much fatigue as possible. We did the research. Let me go ahead and show you another quick thing. So every different planet. Oh, I'm going back then. Whoopsie. What's okay? Because there's more choices over this way anyways. So each different planet can choose whatever wonder it wants to build. I think every different planet has its own unique wonder that it can build. Right now we don't have enough production, but this is going to offer us torpedo boosters. Increase the speed and range of torpedoes. Yeah, I like that. Since we've kind of invested in the whole torpedo idea, that would be a good wonder to have. As well as what you do with food, you build cities. When you build cities, it's going to offer you more resources from that particular planet. So I believe we can go ahead and, oh no, we can't build a city because we don't have enough. Yeah, we don't have enough just yet. But yeah, it's going to offer me more resources. As you can see, the resources right now is 1,000. The base, I think the base for your homeland is always 1,000. Now, when you grab a planet under your control initially, now when I get 2 more bars, for instance, in this planet, it's more than likely its resources are going to be bad. Obviously, it depends on the planet and the biomes and all the different like unique things. Yeah, see, it says it right there. Look at it, it's terrible. 50 energy, 75 production, 50 science, that's pretty bad. 100 food. So that's where it's necessary to get up a lot of food so that we can build cities, which is going to only offer more and more resources that we're going to get for our empire back towards us. And the final thing is building improvements. Again, these are more things to be able to invest in to make our starships a little bit better. So we can invest our production in defense and planetary defense, or we can actually this is more of resources. This isn't necessarily starship like abilities and like how to make it better within traits and stuff like that. Yeah, this is more like how to increase food, science, production, and energy. So yeah, raw resources and stuff like that. So anyways. Let's not. Oh wait, could I make a change? I don't know. Yeah, no, I don't start off with enough there. So let's go ahead and go one more time. You guys want us to go there? The game is suggesting that we go there. We've got a little bit more fatigue, but I'm not worried about 4 crew members being in fatigue. So let's go ahead and jump into one more mission. Let's see what they got going on for us. Do we have any extra credits after that first? No. Sometimes they give you a little bit more energy to upgrade your starships, depending on which mission you choose and which planet you decide to try to get influence with. Let me see what's going on here. Okay, fighter squadron. We should be fine. 94%. Yeah, this seems like it should be an easy one. So I guess I'll show you guys the mechanic of. Tell me more about. Oh, we can look about this planet. That's right. You can look at the individual planet alone. 2 billion citizens, and it's going to include engineers who can upgrade starship lasers more efficiently. Nice. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into this. Again, we can have always, if we see that whatever mission they're asking for of us, if it's like too extreme, we could always be like, hell no, fuck this, and just kind of back to our own homeland planet. That's nothing to be worried about if we wanted to. Obviously, you wasted that fatigue though, so it is something to keep in mind. So yeah, like I said, the more coverage you get behind these asteroids, the harder the shot is going to be. Obviously, also, the further the range, the further the distance, that's going to make it a little bit more tough as well. So let's go ahead and I guess start off with a torpedo since we're too far away from the enemy. Again, you can kind of set up the range. I've noticed it's not really a good idea to try to get your torpedo like this because more than likely this enemy ship is going to come closer and closer to us. We should probably keep in the range of the torpedo like here. That would be good for now. I'm going to imagine that he's going to come straight in. So let's hope. Again, this is kind of like a... the nice thing is you can shoot your torpedo and then also move away, so that's kind of good. So that's kind of one bonus, and we only have one starship because we are suffering from fatigue. Shouldn't be that big of a deal. I will probably release some fighters because I should. Now this is the mechanic. I can say run, which means run the course, run the way I told you to go, and I have the option to detonate. And booyah! Bam! 100. Yeah, look at that damage. 156 damage. Now, obviously, as the game progresses, that damage gets a whole lot more. Now, there are different mechanics around the map, like this black hole that I can jump into, and it'll randomly send me to another, I guess, black hole around the area. I believe these are black holes. Yeah, it looks like a black hole. As well as these circles, either close up or open up. As you can see, the green, it just opened up. It was closed up the last turn. So, yeah, that definitely happened. I'm so glad that I got to show you that whole mechanic. And this is the battle card that I was telling you about. Now, if we visit that dark matter, we're going to get an additional battle card. This says, what does that say? Enemy starship speed reduced. All right, well, let's go ahead and do it. Let's reduce your speed. Actually, maybe I didn't want to do that, and we can just end the turn. So you're probably not going to be able to travel as far. Hey, whoa, that was really nice. So let's make sure that we don't want to shoot behind. Now I can show you very clearly here. If we shoot behind the rocks, we're getting a negative 42% penalty for that. So if we move right out of range of the rocks, we're going to get bam. 48, we don't get a penalty, and we get to take these guys out immediately. Boom, you're dead. And that is the gist of the game. And things obviously get a little different as the game progresses, but we probably gain 2 more influence points with this particular planet. Now, if we end the turn, we're going to get at least 1 more influence. If we end the turn staying stationed within this planet, so that's pretty nice. We can end it right now, which more than likely I should. And I guess I will. We can end the turn. We just shore leave, and now we see the AIs kind of venture off. And the way the AIs work is they come up to you, and they kind of they come like incoming transmission. I guess this baby wants to be nice to me, Franco Iberia. I can recall her, and you can check in on different things. You can tell me about your territories. I can look at exactly how many planets she has under her control. I can look at exactly the starship fleet that she has as well. But that's it for now. Nothing else. We also met. Oh man, ARC. I forgot about that. Yes. and you also have probably 1 planet and only, yeah, 2 starships under your control. Good thing we start off with Boulevard. That's why I like Boulevard. He starts off with 3 starships. That's awesome. And as we can see how the AI works. He's going to go to 1 planet, he's going to get some influence points, and he's going to try to go to another one. And again, he can come to my planet. Even though I have 2 influence points, he can come to my planet and try to lock me off. He can definitely do that. Yeah, but anyways, guys, I'm going to have to end it right there. What is this? Oh, good. Yeah, so here it is. We gained 1 influence bar or whatever. I'm calling them points, bars, whatever, because we stayed stationed within this planet, so they liked that we stayed with them for a turn or whatever it is. So anyways, guys, I'm going to have to stop right there. If you guys are enjoying the series, if you thought this video was informative, or if this helped you out at all in deciding if this is kind of a game for you, please go ahead and leave this video a like. It helps out so much, and if you like this content, I do a bunch of content like this on my channel all the time, so feel free to subscribe. It helps so much. I love you for it, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in a part 2.